Hey guys, it's Thursday. I'm starting this week's vlog a day early since we didn't have a weekly vlog this past week since we went to Myrtle Beach because it is a beautiful spring-like day outside. It's gorgeous. It's in the high 70s and I am gonna go for a hike, so I thought I'd take you guys with me. I just noticed we have a bunch of deer print right in our front yard. This is our front yard right at the front of the house. Here's some pretty little wildflowers right in the woods behind our house. Spring is springing. If you remember a few weeks back, we talked about these kids digging this giant hole right next to this creek behind our house. Well, they've been digging more and now they've built a little fort over it, I guess. I guess they're having a good time, but that is a big pile of dirt. Besides the beautiful weather, I wanted to get out because pretty soon this trail, which looks fine right now, that goes from our house to the hiking trail, will have a lot of poison oak and stuff. And also ticks come out for the warm weather, so I tend not to hike as much back here and stick to the paved trails. So I wanted to get a nice walk in, not just because it's beautiful, but before it starts getting overgrown. It doesn't get much better than this. So this is not a maintained trail, it's just a trail because we use it and other people use it, but it's not a trail that anyone maintains. Brian actually does maintain it a little bit. He's come out here and bushwhacked in the summer, but like I said, in the summer I tend not to use it that much. I'm not a fan of ticks in particular, but there's a bunch of paved trails around as well that go through the woods. So I tend to use those more in the summer months. And also, like I said, this particular path will end up with some poison ivy on it. Beautiful, beautiful day. It hasn't rained in several days and some of the trail still looks like this. I mean, it's really still muddy in spots and it's been days since we've had rain. It's so funny. There's been hardly anyone on this side of the trail, which is sort of the muddy, rooty side of the trail. There's another side of this trail that is flat and paved, and everybody and their brother's out today because it's so nice out. I mean, I can't blame them, I'm out here too, but it's just funny how popular the paved flat trail is compared to this side. Hello, it is Friday. Yay! So happy it's Friday. And we have another warm day today, but it was pouring rain this morning. I didn't think I was gonna get my walk in this morning. It was pouring so heavy right when I got up, and then it just stopped and there was a space before the next rain, so I got my walk in. I was gonna go to the pool today, but the pool's closed for unexpected repairs. So I was glad I was able to get something in. And it is still overcast and then sunny and then overcast. It's weird weather and it's very, very windy, but it's gonna be, so it's been in the high 70s, now it's gonna be in the high 50s, which is still nice weather starting tomorrow. So I'm guessing this is a front coming through. And so that's hence the wind and the weird weather today. Also, I am now off work, so I'm hoping to get at least some of my batch cooking for the weekend. I'm not actually doing a ton. I'm gonna make the Boma pasta salad, but with my own personal curry mix. I'll explain that later. And also with zoodles instead of pasta, so it's zucchini noodles. And sorry for the noise if you can hear that, that's my washer. And then I'm also gonna make that cashew chicken I made in the Instant Pot before a few weeks back. I've made that twice now. It's so delicious. It's one of my favorite of the recipes that I have for the Instant Pot. And when I make it, I'll try to, actually I don't know where I got that recipe now. I would just do a search on Instant Pot cashew chicken, it'll probably come up. Very good. And not sure what else. I saw Brian laid out a game for this weekend, a tabletop game, so hopefully we'll be doing that as well. Excited about this weekend. The first step is to put all of the sauce ingredients in, and also the garlic and the ginger, and then the chicken, and I let that cook for 8 minutes, and then I add the rest of the ingredients. Now I added everything. I'm gonna seal the pot and put it on for 8 minutes total. And it is sealed up here at the top, and then we just wait for it to do its thing. You don't have to press go or anything. When the chicken finishes cooking, you open the Instant Pot, put this in, set it to 0 minutes, and then let it pressurize, which that's the cook time. Then you open it again, and you add, this is arrowroot, so this is the gluten-free cashew chicken. So this is arrowroot flour with chicken broth to make a slurry. You add that in slowly. Actually, you set it to simmer, then add that slowly, and then also add the cashews at the very end. And that's it, and then you garnish with green onion and toasted sesame seeds. It's completely done now. It smells amazing. This is definitely, so far, my favorite Instant Pot recipe. Hey guys, I have my apron on because I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking. Brian's doing even more cooking than me.
I got a lot going on.
First we're doing breakfast, and then he's making both of us Instant Pot frittatas. And the reason he's making 2 is we're going to eat them for lunch, or for breakfast at work and during the work week. And I'm making Boma pasta salad with zucchini noodles instead of pasta. I'm going to make my own curry mix today, so we got lots of stuff going on. But first, breakfast. Frittata number 1 is done, and also his turkey roast in the oven just went off. We've got all kinds of cooking going on. He started frittata number 2 right there, and then there's his turkey roast, which is vegetarian. He's got all kinds of stuff going. Brian is plating it out for me in these individual containers. Look at all that veggie goodness in that.
Spinach, mushrooms, and some garlic.
So this is vegetarian. Not vegan, but vegetarian. So this is a good option. And it normally has cheese that he puts in it for his, but I had him leave the cheese out for me. And I love cheese, don't get me wrong. I just decided not to add it and just keep this veggies and eggs. Yummy. Now I'm going to make my own curry powder. These are the spices that go into it. The only thing I'm leaving out is cayenne and smoked paprika because I don't do well with the pepper, the hot pepper. Black pepper's fine, but the hot pepper type spices. Then I'm going to put this in my Boma pasta salad with the zoodles. There's the finished product, and I'm going to put it in this turmeric bottle. It's now empty. I'm going to use that to hold it. It smells amazing. There it is. It's Carmen's curry powder, ready to go. Now Brian is on to making himself taco meat. So what's in this besides the corn vegetarian meat?
Some funny meat, onions. I'm gonna put some corn in. It might be weird to some people, but I like to put corn in, and then I'm gonna do spicy taco mix.
Spicy taco, yum. These are the ingredients plus that curry powder I just made for the Boma pasta salad. Even though I'm calling it that, this is a beyond modified version because I've got my own curry powder. We use that avocado mayonnaise, which is different. We always put more vegetables than it actually calls for, and then also I'm adding the zucchini for the noodles instead of the pasta. This is one of the disadvantages of using all organic produce. It honestly doesn't happen often, but I saw this little wormhole and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cut this one open just to be sure. Sure enough, the worm's still in there. I don't think he's alive. Well, I cut him in half, so he's probably not alive now. But
so
yeah.
Technically 2 worms in there.
Little bonus protein there, but no, I'll cut this part out. But anyway, just thought I'd share. I'm gonna use the spiralizer to do the zucchini. I absolutely love this thing. It's small. It's actually pretty cheap on Amazon. You can just search for spiralizer. I think I paid under $20 for it. And it will make noodles out of most vegetables. You can use butternut squash, you can use zucchini, you can use sweet potato, although that is harder, I will say, the sweet potato. You can even make curly fries with this. It'll do all kinds of different things. So easy, so simple to use. There's all the zoodles. So it was supposed to be 5 zucchini, but the worm had actually tunneled through most of that zucchini, so I only used a small bit of it. So it was 4 and maybe 1/4. So you can see how much it makes. It makes a lot, and you can leave it in long noodles like the spaghetti, but I actually chop it up for the Boma pasta salad because I want it in bite-sized pieces. I don't want a long string like spaghetti. I have chopped up all of the zucchini noodles so that they're now more like bite-sized pieces. I did want to mention one thing. Yes, you can use this as spaghetti, but it will release a ton of water when you cook it. That's why I like using it more for fresh pasta salad. It doesn't drain as much water out of it and make your like sauce or whatever runny as when you cook it. chopping really is all of the work for making this salad. All I do now is put this Primal Kitchen avocado mayonnaise in, and I'm of course going to add Carmen's curry. And I am only going to eyeball this. There's specific directions online. You can just Google Boma pasta salad and it will come up. But because my proportions of vegetables are different than the original recipe, I just eyeball it until it looks right. A little update, I tasted it, didn't taste right. I was scared it was my new curry powder, but Brian reminded me that he puts a ton of turmeric and garlic powder. The recipe does call for both, but it calls for much less than he puts in. He doubles to quadruples the amount of spice. And so once I put that in, it actually tastes pretty close to his. I like it with salt, which like I said, I add that after I dish it out to eat and then stir that in. But other than that, to me, it's really, really close, of course, without the heat from the cayenne, but really, really close to his now. It tastes good. Also, Brian is making coleslaw, so he's roughly chopping the cabbage and putting it in the food processor. After he food processes the slaw, it comes out to this perfect consistency, and he also adds carrots in as well. There's the finished coleslaw. So this uses that same avocado mayonnaise, and then he puts pepper, is that it?
Put pepper, celery seeds, apple cider vinegar, and yellow mustard.
Oh wow, yummy. We are gonna play Fallen?
Fallen.
We haven't played this in a long time.
So basically it's a, what's that called? Choose your own adventure?
Choose your own adventure, like those books when we were kids.
So it's a bunch of, like story on these cards, and I will read to Carmen and she'll make a decision which path she wants to go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's get started. We are now at the final sort of phase of this game. It's gone on for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Now we have stopped and done a couple of things briefly in between, but
like clean the fridge real quick.
yeah, we had to take care of something with the fridge. But so now we switched from Brian, he's basically the dungeon master reading, to me reading these cards. So this is the final phase, and I think when one of us wins 3 of these challenges, that's the end of the game and that person wins. So in the meantime, we've been building up our cards to make ourselves more powerful. So that's sort of the point for this final phase of the battle. All right, you're looking at the winner right here.
This one right here.
Barely. I thought the whole game that he had won.
Look at the destruction here. She won.
I know this makes no sense, but it was a lot of fun. You like it?
Yep, love this game.
Brian likes this game more than me, and I'll tell you why. I am not a big fan of press your luck games, which is sort of what this is. I mean, it's deck building, it's a lot of strategy, but it's also press your luck. But he really loves it.
I like the story cards.
Well, I do like the choose your own adventure. It is fun. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. We are going to have a mostly relaxing day, I hope, because we were so busy yesterday. Brian's making a bunch of salads for our work lunches, so we still have that. I think he made himself some deviled eggs too. I'm gonna run to the store because I wanna make a breakfast hash this morning, and we used all our vegetables cooking the other stuff, so I'm gonna go get some more vegetables and we're gonna have a nice breakfast hash this morning. Here's the final product. The hash is just potatoes, which we already had cooked, so I just added those in. Cherry tomatoes, green pepper, onion, and mushroom, and then I did sunny side up eggs, and that is actually my first time ever cooking sunny side up eggs, and I think they turned out perfect. Pretty easy. Hey guys, it's actually Friday, not Thursday. Sorry, I did not get on yesterday to sign off. As you can see here, I'm gonna put up footage. Our suitcases are out, and so you know what that means. We're getting ready to pack for vacation. We will have a trip announcement this coming Friday on where we're going, when we're going, all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. And as always, we appreciate subscribes, likes, shares, and comments. Until our next adventure.